Jamaican Sweet Potato Pudding, a dish older than the island's own kitchens. From Jamaica, the PUD-ing, name for Jamaica, the land of wood and water, where the sweet potato was grown and grated and sweetened long before there was a stove to bake it on. Every Jamaican Sunday has a pudding somewhere in the oven. This is the one that takes the longest and asks for the least. No mixer, no shortcut, only a box grater and time. The grandmothers will tell you a potato pudding cannot be hurried. You bake it low, you let it alone, and you do not open the door to look. The pudding is not impatient, neither are you tonight. Servings, 6. 20 minutes of preparation. 1 hour and 5 minutes in the oven. Total time, 1 hour and 25 minutes. 3 pounds of sweet potato. 2 1/4 cups of coconut milk, 3/4 cup of brown sugar, 3/4 teaspoon of ground nutmeg, 3/4 teaspoon of ground cinnamon, 1½ teaspoons of vanilla, and 3/8 cup of raisins. Begin with a warm oven, 350 degrees Fahrenheit. Let it come up slowly while you work. Take a square baking dish, 8 inches across, and grease it lightly, corner to corner, so the pudding will lift away clean when it is done. That is all the oven asks of you for now. The long work is done by hand. Now the grating. 3 pounds of sweet potato, peeled and taken to the fine side of the box grater. This is the slow heart of the dish. Not chopped, not blended. Grated until it turns to a soft, wet mash, pale gold and fragrant. The fine grating is what binds the pudding. No flour, no egg, only the starch the potato gives up when you take your time with it. In a wide bowl, the wet, 2 1/4 cups of coconut milk, 3/4 cup of brown sugar, whisked until it dissolves and the sugar disappears. Then the spice, 3/4 teaspoon of nutmeg, the same of cinnamon, 1½ teaspoons of vanilla. Whisk it slow until the kitchen begins to smell like the pudding it is going to be. Now bring the two together, the grated potato into the spiced coconut milk. Fold it, do not beat it. Turn it over and over, slow from the bottom. Add the raisins, 3/8 cup, scattered through as you fold. Let every strand of potato take on the color of the spice. The batter will be loose, dark, speckled. It is meant to be. Pour it into the greased dish and smooth the top with the back of the spoon. Here is the old kindness. A few spoonfuls of coconut milk held back and poured gently over the surface to set into a soft top as it bakes. Then into the oven to 350 degrees, 65 minutes. Bake it low and long until the pudding sets and the top turns a dark, glowing gold. And then you wait. Let it cool all the way down on the counter, untouched. This is the hardest part and the most important. Warm, the pudding is soft and loose. But as it cools, the starch draws together and the whole thing firms into something you can lift in a clean, dense slice. Do not rush it. The pudding is still becoming itself. The root came first, long before the recipe. The sweet potato, batata, was already growing in these islands when the first taino farmers pressed it into the warm Caribbean soil. It asked for little, poor ground, little water. It fed families through drought and through storm, and it would, in time, feed people who had nothing else at all. A humble root for humble ground. The name is the oldest thing on the table. Batata, a word from the Taino of the Arawak family, the first people of the Greater Antilles. When Spanish ships carried the root back across the ocean, they carried the word with it. Batata became patata, and patata became potato. Half the world now says a Taino word at dinner and never knows it. Then the pudding itself arrived from another shore. Enslaved West Africans brought to these islands were given the poorest land to feed themselves, the provision grounds, and there they grew the batata and the yam beside it. They carried a way of cooking too, dokunu, from the akan word for a sweet thing wrapped in a leaf, grated root, coconut, sugar, spice. The African pudding met the island's root, and the potato pudding was born. For generations it was baked in the duchy, the heavy iron pot set over coals, with more hot coals piled on the flat iron lid. Fire below, fire above. The old cooks had a name for it. Hell atop, hell bottom, and hallelujah in the middle. Today it is Sunday dinner and Christmas, and the smell that means home to every Jamaican far from the island. The oven is new, the pudding is not. Cut it cool into dark, dense squares. The soft top gives first, then the firm, spiced middle, sweet with coconut and nutmeg, and the small burst of a raisin. No plate needs anything more than this. Jamaican Sweet Potato Pudding is the rarest kind of recipe, one that has survived slavery and hunger and every reason it was ever given to be forgotten. It survives because it was never trying to be impressive. It was only trying to feed the people who loved it. And the table, at last, is set.